Yo, what is good, guys? It's the Terrible Thief here, or Sean, back with another video, guys. I know it's been a while since I've been uploading, and guys, I'm truly sorry, okay, because I am a busy man. I have my own things that I like to do in my personal life. Sometimes I like to play my guitar, and I also like to work out, and sometimes I'm just like busy with other shit, whether it be like school or just planning what I want to do in life for my career, guys, because I am 18 fucking years old and somehow I am an adult now, which is fucking crazy, guys. So I'm here to talk to you guys about how my relationship with the Zaza, the weed, the Mary Jane, whatever you want to call it, has changed, guys. But it truly is a blessing from God that I am able to make this fucking video right now, because I almost just got nailed by some dumb whore in a Beamer. Another important message to any youngins watching my channel, whether you're 12, 13, in elementary school, I truly want to be a good influence. I truly want to be a good role model. And everything in life has positives and everything in life has negatives. Like everything in life, there's literally pros and cons to everything, and I mean everything in life, guys. So and when I say everything, I truly mean everything. Same with, and that goes for using za, that goes for using alcohol, that goes for using nicotine. And guys, I haven't used nicotine so far in 2 weeks. Like, I've been vape clean for a minute now. I'm proud of myself, and I truly have my friends are like hella supportive of it too, which I'm truly happy. But for you youngins out there, if you want to get into the za, like, honestly, if you do, pace yourself 100%. Like, you don't want to be just chiefing all the time, but like, if you think you're the right age to za, I'd say there isn't really a right age. It's like what you are comfortable with. And I'm gonna be honest, the za is not for everybody. Weed is not for everybody. Just like alcohol is not for everybody. Nicotine isn't for everybody. Like, the thing about za is that some people get really fucking lazy when they use it. And luckily I haven't gotten too lazy, but like, if I do use it in the middle of the day, I just get super just tired and I just don't feel good for the rest of the day. So it's like, guys, pace yourself if you're going to use it, and use it rarely, because when you use za, it does affect your mental acuity, it does affect your brain, it affects your cognitive health, it affects your mental health, it affects a lot of things that go on in your head, it affects a lot of things like your lungs. Like, if you're inhaling anything, it's going to damage your body 100%, because your lungs are only meant to breathe in air and oxygen, guys. So like, just be careful, be safe. And also, another message to anybody who's young is just don't do shit because other people think it's cool, and also don't do things because you want to be perceived as cool. At the end of the day, guys, all that really matters is your own opinion of yourself. So if you think you're great, then good. If you think you're a piece of shit, then work on yourself and try to become a better human being. Like, I am honestly a piece of shit, guys. Like, I'm a terrible brother, I'm a terrible son, and I feel like I need to work on that. Whenever I haven't been using the za, I just realized that I'm like, damn, I'm a piece of shit. I need to get my fucking life together, you know? And like, the careers that I'm looking at, I can't use za, which isn't even a bad thing. Like, if I have to give up using this thing that does have negative consequences for me, sure, there's definitely positives to using za 100%, but there's also negatives to using it. Just like everything in the world, there's literally pros and cons to having a door in your house, you know what I'm saying? Like, the con to not having a door is any motherfucker can walk in, but the pro to not having a door is that you don't have to open it. So it's like, there's shit like that. But I'm going into a career, and I'm at that age to where I truly want to make my family proud. I want to actually have kids. I want to have a family. Like, I actually need to start locking the fuck in and deciding what I want to do for my future. And I think quitting the za for at least a decent amount is worth it, if that's going to be what helps me in the future. Like, honestly, I'm not at that point where I'm gonna quit now. Like, I'm definitely gonna use it with my friends here and there, but like, I definitely need to lay back on it because I have to work on my physical health, guys. I have to work on my mental health, and I truly have to get big in the gym for my job, because my job requires me to be in peak physical condition, guys. So this is kind of a bit of a yap sesh, but it's like, ever since I've been laying back on the Zaw too, it's been forcing me to actually go out and like do things. Like, I've been playing a lot of guitar recently, and ever since my grandpa passed, that was when I started to get into guitar. And the reason I did it is because I wanted to, I guess, it was so I could play in his memorial. And I actually did end up doing that. What song did I play? I think I played Let It Be by the Beatles on guitar. And I used to play guitar for a while. And then when I was like 16 to 17, I stopped. And then I was on vacation in Costa Rica. And then that was kind of what made me realize, I was like, damn, all I do is sit around and smoke weed. Like, I truly need to better my life and do shit that genuinely makes me happy. Because sure, weed does make you happy when you first start using it, but after that cycle of using it and using it and using it, it just becomes how you cope with your life. And after a while, it doesn't even make you happy. It doesn't make you feel good inside. So I was just like, you know what? I want to do something that truly makes me happy, that brings my heart happiness. And I'm starting to play guitar a lot, guys. Maybe I might make like a separate playlist where I play songs. I don't know, but the reason I'm playing guitar is so I can honor and remember my grandpa. Because like, I truly miss him. He died 4 years ago when I was 14. Unfortunately, he is no longer with me. He's passed, but I can still remember him. I can still be with him. I have his guitar as a family heirloom, and I've been playing on that shit. Like, I can play some tunes right now. So I'm definitely progressing in other things too when I'm not on the Zaw. Like, I have a job, I have a better job now. And I feel like when I was off the Zaw, I was like, you know what? I need to do all this shit. I need to get a job. I have to get a job. I have to play guitar. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. Like, I don't know. I just feel like when I'm off the Zaw, I have a lot of energy and I have a lot of confidence, I could say. And I have motivation. Like, I'm more motivated now that, like, when I'm off the Zaw, I could say. And it's like, guys, if you think, like, if for any of you guys who use Zaw all the time, and every day, if you're happy with that, if that's how you want to live your life, fucking good, go do that. But the thing is, if you think you're good while you're on the Zaw, think about how much better you could be if you were off the Zaw, or anything of that matter, whether it be alcohol, pills, Nick, like any of that shit, guys. But guys, it truly is really cool to know that a lot of you do like my content, guys, because like, I genuinely, when I first started re-uploading, I didn't even think anyone was gonna actually fuck with this, but I get a lot of feedback. A lot of my friends, a lot of people I know, a lot of people I'm chill with just say that my content's great and they enjoy watching it, which is truly amazing, because at the end of the day, I'm just some idiot on the internet, guys. Like, this is just what happens when you give a geeker a platform. And the other day, I actually just like met some of my fans in the gym the other day, which is actually pretty cool to meet some of my other fans that I didn't even know I had. Like, I didn't even know these motherfuckers, and they're like, yo, you're the terrible thief. And I'm like, yo, what's up, guys? And this was like Halloween night, so I was in my fucking Joker outfit. But today's story time is gonna be about the time I almost set a forest fire when I was 9 years old, guys. Nah, I'm just fucking with you guys. But that did actually happen. That will be a story time later down the road, guys. So what I'm going to be talking about today is how my relationship has changed with the Zaw. And let's just go back. Let's just go back to when I first started using it. So I'm 18 now. I first started using the Zaw when I was 16 and a half. And it was after I fucking wrecked my truck, and I was just like in a bad state mentally, and I was just like super like upset and depressed for like no reason. It was kind of stupid why I was like hella depressed. But anyways, one of my good friends, I'm still really good friends with him to this day. He ended up, basically how I started using the Zaw is I used to work at McDonald's, whatever you want to fucking call it. It was a shitty job. It was not a fun job. If you have to work somewhere, work it's better than having no job, I suppose, but like at the same time, it's definitely like not my ideal place to work. Where I work now is way better. I'm obviously not gonna fucking disclose where I work on the internet like I did last time, but I am gonna be able to tell more story times from McDick's from when I did work there, because I don't work there anymore, which is good. But anyways, back when I worked at McDick's, my friends were coming through the drive-thru, and this was maybe like a few months after I got high for the first time. So basically, I saw some people I was chill with, and I would work drive-thru, and I would just be like, yo, can I rip your pen? And this was like when I first started to really get into the ZA. This was like right after I fucked my truck up. This was like when I was just hella low in my life, because I was just like depressed. And I don't know, I don't even know if it's stupid to be like depressed about that. Like a lot of people probably think it's stupid to be depressed about that, but like I had this nice ass fucking truck that I worked hard for, I saved for, and then I was just a fucking retard and I rolled that shit. And that's gonna be another story time for later, guys, so definitely stay tuned, because that will be a story time. That will be a fire story time. But basically what happened is that I'm just ripping these motherfuckers' carts, because I'm like, yo, can I rip your carts? So I'm getting faded in the drive-thru. I'm doing blinkers. I'm just zeroing that shit deep inside my lungs. And then a truck pulls up, and it is one of my good buddies, and it is another one of his friends. And I actually know these people to this day. But I'm like, yo, bro, can I rip that? And he's like, yeah, man, of course. So I'm just ripping that shit. And I'm like, obviously I've known this dude at this point. I've known this dude for like 2 years, so I'm like, yo, do you mind if I keep this shit and take this home? And he's like, you know what, go for it. And I'm like, dude, thank you so fucking much. So as soon as I get off of work that night, I go home and I just be getting faded. I be getting faded as a motherfucker. I cannot feel my fingers, I cannot feel my toes. I am so high at this point, it does not even feel like I'm in my own fucking body. And I'm just giggling, I'm like geeked, I'm like, ah, ha, ha, ha. I'm just feeling amazing. I'm on top of the fucking world, guys. And it was at that moment right there where I was just like, I fucking found it. I found the ZA. This feels so fucking amazing. And I'm just like, oh, I think I'm set for life, because I was just so faded. It was just truly like one of the highest I've ever been in my life. Probably, like, honestly, I'm gonna be real with you guys, that's probably the highest I've ever been in my life, especially now. Like, I can't even get that high anymore. And basically from then on, from that day forward, weed just became how I would cope with problems and just things that would happen to me and I'd be upset about. That would just be how I would deal with my emotions. I would just drown my emotions by getting high. And then obviously there were times where I would not have weed, and when I would not have weed or dab pens or cartridges, I would just freak out. I would not be in a good mood. I would not be in the right headspace. I would just be super sad and just an asshole and just a terrible person when I wasn't getting faded. And when I first started smoking, I thought weed was making me a better person and a more forgiving and a more loving person, which of course it did, but I would start using it at nights, and then there was like a solid month where my friends did not see me sober one bit in like sophomore year. Like the last 2 months, I was just high off my ass every day in class, before gym, after gym, before I eat, fucking, you know, it was just the whole thing. Like as soon as I started smoking weed and using the carts, I would just I'd be using them all the fucking time, and it was crazy. Like I literally snuck carts with me to Europe just so I could get high. And then when I wouldn't have this shit, I would just like be sweating and I'd be pissed off and I'd just be in a really bad mood, and it just wouldn't, I don't know, I wouldn't be happy. And I have since, for the most part, I've definitely given up on carts. Like I really don't use carts that much anymore, if at all, to be honest with you guys, because every once in a while, if one of my friends has one, I'll hit them. But I don't really buy carts anymore just because they're They do have a lot of health risks associated with them, especially with all the fucking pesticides and cancerous carcinogenic materials they have in them. So it's like, I'm better off not ripping carts. And for the most part, I've really been sticking to bud. And the last time I bought a cart, I'd be like ripping it before class, and I'd go to class and I'd be like freaking out that the police were searching me. And I was like, oh, the police searching me. And I'd like literally be tweaking in class, and then I'd like run out to my truck to make sure the police weren't searching my truck. So I would just be like in this weird ass tweaker state when I'd have this cart. And then after a while, I just switched to bud, and I started only using that like, let's say 2 or 3 times a week, and it's been pretty good. Like, using bud has honestly been really good because I'm not just wanting to chief all the time like I was with cart. And like, the ZA doesn't even feel that good anymore. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, even if I only use the ZA 2 or 3 times a week and like I'm pacing myself, it's still, I don't even get that faded, and it doesn't even release that much dopamine. Like, it doesn't feel as fucking good as it used to, you know? So it's like, I'm just trying to learn my life. I'm just trying to learn how to live my life the best I can without the weed. And I'm trying to be happy when I'm not on it. And I'm trying to still like laugh and just be myself when I'm not using that shit, guys. And it's really important to do, whether you like crack or alcohol or Zins. I don't even fucking know it. If you're a Nick fiend and you love Nick, like, it's just good to be it's very important to learn how to live without it sometimes and be happy without it. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do with the ZA. And I've definitely been laying off. Like, today is my first actual day without ZA in 2 weeks, and because I've just been chiefing these last 2 weeks, guys. But the 5 weeks before these 2 weeks, I've only been getting faded like 3 times a week, which is good, which honestly I've been feeling way better, guys. But and I've also, guys, I've only been smoking with like friends and like people I actually care about too, which is good, because when you get faded by yourself, I feel like it's just, after a while, it becomes a form of escapism, especially for me. Like, I would just use weed to escape my problems and to escape shit. But it's like, nah, you can't be escaping your life. Your life is your fucking life. You have to fucking live it and not alter your mind 24/7 to be in this state where you feel good because you can't deal with your situation around you. And that's really what I have been working on, guys. And this is what I've been noticing today. It's like, now that I was like, I wanted to get faded today, and I was like, what the fuck? I'm just numbing myself for no reason. I'm numbing myself to get a sense of accomplishment when I haven't done shit today, you know? And it's like, I feel like going through your day and gaining or like actually accomplishing shit and doing shit you need to is actually going to be way more fulfilling in the end than just being faded. My tolerance is going to be better, and my willpower is going to be better, and I'm going to be more disciplined, and I'm going to get more shit done, because I need to have a truck. I need to fucking actually take care of it and put my lug nuts on, because I've been driving around with no lug nut like a fucking retard for a month now. So I'm actually going to do that today, because I'm not faded and I can actually go do shit, guys. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video about how my relationship with the ZA has changed. Even if you're just watching, it still means a lot, guys. But I've just been really focusing on having a more healthy relationship with it. And I feel like when you smoke as a reward at the end of the week to like actually reward yourself, or if you smoke like here and there, it's good. If you make sure you're healthy with it and not using it every fucking day, you're golden. Like, honestly, if you can use it like 2 to 3 times a week, that's like the perfect range. Because if you use it again and again and again, day after day after day after day, it just doesn't feel good anymore. That's the truth. Your tolerance is just going to get higher and higher, and there's just no point in using it every fucking day, guys. So another nice thing about not using the ZA all the time is I've actually been having dreams now. Anyways, guys, what was my tangent about? I'm tweaking. Anyways, I've been having dreams lately, and I had this crazy dream last night that was like robbing a bank, and one of my buddies like rigged up this super shitty car so we could like get away, and I just like run in this bank with an AR and just start like firing in the air and just yelling at motherfuckers. Like, it was a crazy dream. And that's what I love about not using the ZA, is that I have some insane fucking dreams. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I had this dream that I was with all my buddies. We were in my buddy's car, and then he like does a fucking 180 off the road into some like native tribal village or some shit. And then these like we're like showing these natives our iPhones, and they're like so impressed, and they think we're like gods and shit. And then I had this other dream that like the Jews were tunneling under my house, right? And I basically in this dream I like go up to my room because I see this like Jew in a Peter Griffin outfit. I don't even know if this YouTube video is going to be taken down for anti-Semitism, but I'm just going to tell my dream how my dream went. There was this Jew in a Peter Griffin outfit, and the Jews were tunneling under my house in this fucking dream. This Jew gets on my kitchen table, starts fucking dancing. So I'm like, what the fuck? Why is there Jews in my house? And so I run upstairs. I go to my desk, open the drawer. I pull out, for some reason I remember exactly what gun this was that I used, but it was a Sig Sauer P229 Legion, and I go aim the gun at him. I'm like, get the fuck off my table, you dancing kike, and pull the trigger, click, 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 guns unloaded. So I'm like, what the fuck? Where are my bullets? Where the fuck are my bullets? So I run upstairs, put the fucking the rounds in the mag, just fucking loading that shit up, right? And then I run downstairs, fucking have my gun on him. I'm like, yo, get off my table. And then that's when the dream ends, and it's like I wake up, and it's like, why do I have these stupid fucking dreams, guys? Like, when I don't zaw, I have these incredibly stupid and just idiotic dreams. It's like, why? Why do I have these dreams? Like, it's I don't know. The dreams that I have when I don't zaw are just insane. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked this stupid little talk yap session about the zaw and how my relationship has changed with it, guys. And I love you guys. You guys are my fans. And I will see you guys in the next video. Terrible Thief, out.